A very good afternoon to you. The time is 12 p.m. from Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station. Here is the media news read by Tumilara Ademujimi. First, the news headlines. Presidency says start of operation by Nigeria's refineries will not reduce petrol price. IPOB calls sit-at-home enforcers criminals. In the foreign scene, China vows forceful measures as Taiwanese vice president arrives U.S. In the world of sports, Napoli offer Osimhen 10 million euro salary. Now the news in detail. President Bola Tinubu has reassured Nigerians that no stone will be left unturned in his administration's multifarious efforts to stimulate the economy and make it work for the greatest good of all Nigerians. The president stated this in a meeting held at the State House with the Board of Trustees of the All Progressives Congress APC Professionals Forum, led by former Bauchi State Governor Malam Issa Yuguda, to steadily ensure measured growth and enhance public enlightenment on policy outcomes. President Tinubu said every effort across sectors will be documented and periodically reviewed for performance verification and public presentation. While thanking President Tinubu for his bold interventions on the economy, the former Bauchi State Governor said more than 2 million people have been registered as professionals in different fields since 2018 and stood ready to provide structures for mobilization and sensitization on government policies.
A courtesy visit to Mr. President, commend him for the efforts so far in rebuilding confidence and also making sure that the economy is moving in the right direction. We've seen the bold steps he's taken, and we're praying for him. And of course, given that there is that perception there out in the public that politicians are rogues, politicians are thieves, politicians are so on and so forth. Even going to the extent that today the banking industry has more like as a policy not lending to politicians and their families. And also he's addressing also the issue of corruption. And I believe we should just mention it to him. With corruption and insecurity, we believe things might not be very good. So, and Mr. President is already addressing that. So we commended him for that effort.
Moving on, President Bola Tinubu's special advisor on media and publicity, Ajuri Ngelale, has clarified the relationship between refineries and the pump price of petrol. While speaking on a TV show, it dismissed the idea that having more refineries will bring down the price of petrol, calling it a myth that does not happen anywhere in the world.
I want to use this platform to address a myth that is just pervasive in our country. It does not happen anywhere in the world. Even if we had the most refineries producing the most PMS in the world, you would find that the most prolific PMS producers with their refineries, if you go to and see what they're charging at the pump, you will find that it's no different from those countries that don't have refineries. I'm not saying that we should not have refineries. There are benefits to having refineries working, which is why our Port Harcourt refinery is coming on stream December 2023, phase 1, and then the final phase 2 at the end of 2024. The Dangote refinery is obviously up. That's going to start dishing out products very soon. In BUA refinery, a new 200,000 barrel per day refinery is coming up in Akwa Ibom. We're going to have excess supply that we can export internationally.
Ngelale declared that the price is dependent on the international benchmark of the cost of crude oil per barrel. The presidential spokesman said the reason is that nobody spends billions of dollars on building a refinery because of charity or because of corporate social responsibility, but to make money.
The reason why price at the pump will not go down, irrespective of what your refining capacity is as a country, is because nobody spends tens of billions of dollars on building a refinery because of charity or because of corporate social responsibility. They do it to make money. So that is why you find that no matter how many oil marketers you have bringing the product into the country, no matter how many refiners you have producing massive amounts of PMS and all of that, the price is dependent on the international benchmark of what the crude oil per barrel, what the cost of it is. When the oil price is high, the price of the pump will go up. When the oil price is low, the price will go down. These are market fundamentals that are determined not in one country, but on the international stage. So what we are saying is that the benefits of having refining in the country is that you would have saved the country hundreds of millions of dollars in transportation and logistics costs that we're spending on an annual basis. In addition to that, you save about $10 billion a year on foreign exchange earnings that we're having to pay out to the refiners and to our partners to get product exchanged from crude to refined PMS.
The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has begun the distribution of flyers and posters across the southeast to notify residents of the cancellation of the sit-at-home exercise in the region. The pro-Biafran group said the exercise is aimed at conveying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's pronouncement, cancelling Monday's sit-at-home, and to inform the people that sit-at-home is not only dead, but will also never again be invoked or deployed as a tool of civil disobedience in the group's quest for self-determination. In a statement, the spokesman for the group, Ima Powerful, said any person talking about a non-existent sit-at-home in Biafra land is an enemy of the people and shall be dealt with accordingly. Powerful said the instructions to distribute the flyers by hand and paste posters to that effect was authorized by the IPOB leader, Nnamdi Kanu. The National Union of Road Transport Workers, NURTW, has confirmed the arrest of its national president, Tajuddin Barawa, and 3 other executives. The union also confirmed the sealing off of its national secretariat located in Garki 2, Abuja. It said the president and 3 other officials were arrested on the premises of the secretariat on Friday at 5 p.m. when armed policemen and operatives of the Department of State Services invaded the building and asked all occupants to leave. The deputy president of the union, Issa Ore, who confirmed the development while addressing newsmen, said he was surprised by the development as the security agents did not give any reason for their action. He said the union was preparing for the inauguration and swearing in of the newly elected members of the National Administrative Council. When the police arrived, ordered the workers to vacate and sealed off the premises. It said others arrested and currently being detained at the Wuse Zone 3 Division, where the General Secretary, Anthony Chikudi, National Trustee, Olayi Odian, and Principal Assistant Secretary, Abdulrazak Yemi. It's still the news at Still the media news, I beg your pardon, on Splash 105.5 FM. Still ahead, China vows forceful measures as Taiwanese vice president arrives in the U.S. Napoli offers Osimhen €10 million salary. We'll take a break now. When we come back, we'll bring you more stories. Stay with us.
Omo, our eye don't see way for this cash palava. As conductor they shout. As you enter, so enter with your change. Market women go dey holla.
I beg, this one don't tell no fit collect now.
Supermarket people go dey tell you say,
okay, we no get change. I beg, use and take sweet now.
When you call see that better yama roasted fish with all the hungry you since in call.
I no carry my wallet come out too.
See, life not supposed hard like this, so now make all of us for Nigeria they pay for everything with Momo. Dial *671# or download the new Momo app. Make you follow enjoy this better life. Momo, better than cash.
Get more from your afternoons. Plug into the good vibes. Make your day a lot more fun and exciting on the Splash PM Vibe. I'm talking bands, trivia, social media trends, and celebrity wars. Everything that means anything to you.
It's your girl, Ira Star, and you're listening to Toyosi on Splash FM.
Hi, what up, peeps? It's your man, Back to the Viper, a.k.a. VC, and I'm hanging with my girl, Omo Toyosi, on Splash.
Hi there, my name is Johnny Drill, and you're listening to Toyosi.
You're not on social media? Not to worry. We'll be bringing social media to you on the Splash PM Vibes. Join Oluwatoyosi Oloshunde on the Splash PM Vibes Thursdays, 1:15 to 2 p.m. exclusively on Splash 105.5 FM. The Splash PM Vibes, bringing back the fun to your afternoon.
My baby is 6 months old.
Oh my! 6 months old? Wow!
Now your baby needs more than breast milk. It's time to introduce mashed meals. In addition to breast milk, begin to give your baby mashed meals that contain at least one item from each of these 5 food groups: eggs, fish or meat, fruits and vegetables, oils, beans, groundnuts, soya or millet, rice, potato, maize or yam from 6 months. In addition to breast milk, your baby needs this combination of food types to grow healthy. This message is from the Anring Project or your state's Ministry of Health.
Southwest, this is Jesus the Light.
Coming up every Sunday, 7 p.m., beginning July 2nd on Splash FM 105.5.
Ètò Jésù ní ìmọ́lẹ̀ ayé la mú wá tí ó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní gbogbo alẹ́ ọjọ́ Sunday láago 7 bẹ̀rẹ̀ látọjọ́ kejì oṣù keje lórí iléeṣẹ́ rédíò Splash FM 105.5.
Just straight Bible teaching, no offering, no denomination.
Ẹ̀kọ́ Bíbélì pọ́nbélé la fẹ́ kọ́, kò sí ìdámẹ́wàá, kò sówó ọrẹ.
It is clear, compelling, convicting and comforting.
Àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ Bíbélì wọ̀nyí yóò tú òǹdè ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ àti ti ẹ̀sìn sílẹ̀ kúrò nínú ìgbèkùn wọn.
This is Jesus the Light every Sunday 7 p.m. beginning July 2nd on Splash FM 105.5.
Ètò Jésù nìmọ́lẹ̀ ayé rèé tí ó máa wáyé ní gbogbo alẹ́ Sunday bẹ̀rẹ̀ látọjọ́ kejì oṣù keje ọdún tá a wà nù rẹ̀ yìí níléeṣẹ́ rédíò Splash FM 105.5 Ìbàdàn.
Bàbá, ẹ dákun a fẹ́ wọnú ẹgbẹ́ àgbà. Àìsàn abáàdì tí ń ṣọ̀rẹ́ mi. Ó ti lo gbogbo oògùn. Wọ́n ní ọlọ́rìí fẹsẹ̀ létọ̀ọ́. Lóòótọ́ làwọn àìsàn afinni nàkànàkàn ń bẹ tó jẹ́ pé tí wọ́n bá rọ́ọ̀lù yàn pẹ́rẹ́ fúnra oníkọ́ ní ọ̀fẹ́ máa fẹnu ara rẹ̀ pé kú. Aṣíwájú elégbòogi herbal therapy lọ́nà àbáyọ bírú ẹ̀ bá ṣẹlẹ̀ mọ́ wulẹ̀ po kámbáàdì mu nítorí àìsàn tí òjú tásíwájú elégbòogi ó tán pẹ́pẹ́ dànù. Àwọn irinṣẹ́ àgbàlódé ló sẹ̀ ti kalẹ̀ yìí tí wọ́n kọ́kọ́ fi ṣàyẹ̀wò kí wọ́n lè mọ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lágọ̀ọ́ ara gan lábẹ́ ìdarí akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ medical consultant tó dúró tán. Gbàgàdà lọ́fíìsì wá sí dàálẹ̀ látago 9 àárọ̀ sí 6 àrọ̀lẹ́ lọ́jọ́ Monday sí Friday, aago 9 àárọ̀ sí 3 ọ̀sán ni lọ́jọ́ Saturday. 49 Sango UI Road beside Fat Oil Filling Station opposite Sango Police Station Ibadan. 0802-223-3370 0802-223-3370. Ẹ dúró gbé gbogbo àìsàn tí ń jẹ kòbókò lọ́wọ́ aṣíwájú elégbòogi herbal therapy.
Welcome back. It's still the midday news on Splash 105.5 FM. Now turning to the foreign scene, China has pledged to take resolute and forceful measures to protect its sovereignty after Taiwanese Vice President William Lai arrived in the United States on a brief visit. The statement on Sunday came hours after Lai arrived in New York for what was officially billed as a transit stop en route to Paraguay. Lai, the frontrunner to be Taiwan's next president at elections in January, is on his way to Paraguay to attend the president-elect Santiago Peña's inauguration and is scheduled to make a second stop in the U.S. city of San Francisco on his way back to Taipei. China, which claims democratically governed Taiwan as its own territory, has repeatedly denounced Lai's trip. In a statement issued shortly after Lai landed in New York on a scheduled flight from Taipei, China's foreign ministry said it opposed any form of visit by Taiwan independent separatists to the U.S. An emergency meeting of West African nations on the coup in Niger has been postponed indefinitely as concerns over the health of detained President Mohamed Bazoum increase. Members of the Economic Cooperation of West African Nations, ECOWAS, were due to meet in the Ghanaian capital, Accra, on Saturday to discuss how to tackle the Niger crisis after they approved the deployment of a standby force to restore constitutional order. But the meeting was indefinitely suspended for technical reasons. Sources said the meeting was initially set to inform the organization's leaders about the best options for activating and deploying a military force. Finally, sports news. After protracted negotiations between Napoli and the agent of Nigerian international, Victor Osimhen, reports have emerged that a deal has been agreed upon, with the striker now set to sign a new contract with the Serie A champions. Recently, Napoli's head coach, Rudy Garcia, confirmed that the Nigerian would extend his stay in Naples, ending the speculation surrounding the striker's future. Details published by Italian publication Football Italia on Saturday reveal that the Nigerian has been offered a new 3-year contract extension that includes a release clause at €150 million and a salary at €10 million per season from his current €5.5 million, including bonuses and a portion of his image rights. Just before we go, a recap of the headlines. The presidency has made known that the start of operation by Nigeria's refineries will not reduce price of petrol. IPOB named Seat Ottoman forces criminals. In the foreign scene, China has vowed forceful measures as Taiwanese vice president arrived in U.S. In the world of sports, Napoli has offered Osimhen €10 million salary. For more details on the news, visit our website on www.splashfm1055.com. Now you can download Splash FM mobile app on iOS and Google Play Store to listen live, get news update, and opinion poll. You can also report an event to us through the iReport feature. To download, simply go to any of the stores mentioned and search for Splash FM 105.5, then click to download. We have now come to the end of the news on Splash 105.5 FM, the integrity station and the best radio station in the southwest of the country. The news editor is Tunde Olawowo, assisted by Ibukunoluwa Olagunju. I am Tumilara Ademujimi. Good afternoon and thank you for listening.
Quick, Charger 240.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports, and more on the Integrity Station.
Àkókò, àsìkò ti tó ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ ìròyìn ohun tó ń lọ. Jákèjádò orílẹ̀-èdè wa, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ ìròyìn òtítọ́, ìròyìn òdodo. Splash FM lẹ ó ti gbọ́.
Ẹ káàsán o. Ìròyìn ọjọ́ kan rí ló ń dé sétí ìgbọ̀nyín láti ìkànnì ọmọlúàbí Splash 105.5